Today I'm going to be reviewing the book Queens of the Crusades, Eleanor of Aquitaine and Her Successors by Alison Weir. And this is an in-depth biography about queens starting from Eleanor of Aquitaine and ending with Eleanor of Castile. And out of all of these queens, I only knew about two of them. I knew about Eleanor of Aquitaine because a few years ago I did read a novel by Alison Weir, and she wrote a novel about Eleanor of Aquitaine, and then I read about Eleanor of Provence, who's also in this book, and all of her sisters became queens. And so I read her biography by Nancy Goldstone, and then I haven't reviewed it yet, but I did read it a long time ago. There is a novel by, I think her name's Sherry Jones, and she also wrote a novel about the Provincial Sisters that ruled Europe. So I knew about those two women mostly, but the other women I didn't really know about. And the one thing that's really interesting about this book is it's called Queens of the Crusades, but only a few of them, I think 2 or 3, went on crusade. But this was during the time of crusade, and because women really didn't have as much power, it's more about what was going on around them, because women didn't really do much. They weren't out there fighting the wars and going on crusade. And so it was a lot of, like, Alison Weir talks about a lot about what these women bought, and that they, some of them were very pious and they gave to charity, which was good, but little things like that. And this is one of her first books. I think it was published in 1991. I could be completely wrong. Maybe I'm thinking of another book. But her writing style has changed, because I've read other books that were written fairly recently, more recently, and they're just a lot better. I read Elizabeth of York. I read, um, I haven't reviewed it, but I've read Mary Boleyn, which was in, I think, 2012, 2011, somewhere in there. And so this book was, I think her writing style when it comes to biographies is a lot more, it's gotten a lot better. I really like Alison Weir. Um, and But I really enjoy this book. If you're in and you want to know more about medieval queens, uh, uh, I would recommend this book. It talks about, I think, let's see, 4 generations, and 3 of those were named Eleanor, which is really funny. Um, and interesting fact, Isabel of Castile, who fought the Moors, she's actually related to the British royal family, the English royal family, I should say, because her descendant was Eleanor of Castile and married into the British royal family. So that's really interesting. And if you want to know more about this book, this is actually a free book on Audible. I got it with my subscription. You get some free books, and this was one of the free ones that came with the $15 a month subscription. So that was pretty good. Um, and then the next one is cost 1 credit, but you can't beat that it was quote unquote free. I'm using that term very, very loosely. It was $14. Okay, it was $14. So if you want to get technical, so $14, $14.99. So if you want to get technical, it was about $15, and you can't beat that. I think Audible is really great for things like that, and you never know what you're gonna find. And I'm not sponsored by Audible. I just been using it for years. So if you're into this history and you have read any books about this time period, let me know. And I will see you all in the next video. Right now, I just downloaded the newest book by Alison Weir, The Passionate Tutor, by Alison Weir about Mary Tudor. So Mary the First, Bloody Mary of England. So it's really good so far. I'm only 40 minutes in though, but it is really good, and it came out a few days ago actually. So, and it's written by one of my favorite narrators. So I will be reviewing that relatively shortly. I get through her biographies relatively quickly, which is kind of a good thing on Audible. So, and I'm able to listen to audiobooks while I do other things. So that book should be coming really soon. And I also finished a book about Catherine the Great, by Carolee Erickson. So I might review that. I'm not really sure. So I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.